Hello, my name is Tim, my company is Sports and Touring, and we are performance Jaguar specialists. But we are open-minded performance Jaguar specialists, and when the opportunity comes along to present a beautiful piece of precision German engineering with its roots in Le Mans racing and with Lamborghini blood coursing through its veins, we are delighted to do so, and I'm particularly pleased to show you this R8 for two specific reasons. First, it's the 5.2 litre V10, and second, perhaps most importantly, it has a manual 6-speed gearbox, making it arguably the ultimate driver's R8. It's in fabulously good condition with very low mileage, and I'm very excited indeed to show you around. There is the Quattro badge prominently placed on the grille, telling us that this car has Audi's renowned all-wheel drive system, a system which was transformative in its early days when applied to racing and rallying. It did change the scenery pretty well, and the words Audi and Quattro just pair together so beautifully on the tongue, don't they? And that, of course, means that this is a car which delivers speed, agility, handling, the most incredible ability to wind through bends at pace, and of course, while doing so, deliver the most intoxicating experience for the lucky person who happens to be manipulating the steering wheel. Jackie Ickx, very famous Le Mans racer, described this as the best handling road car ever, and I wouldn't pick fault with that remark. You can see, I hope, around the car everything is in fabulous order. The paint in phantom black, the beautiful lava grey side blades. It's sitting on these fabulous 19-inch twin-spoke wheels, wearing Pirelli tyres, and they have been very recently refurbished, so they are absolutely perfect. And likewise, the brake calipers recently refurbished and looking just stunning in that beautiful bright yellow with the Audi logo on them. And I'm pleased to say that things look as good on the inside as they do on the outside, and that's where we're going next. We're going to take a look in the cockpit. We'll supply the car, of course, with 2 remote key fobs and the owner's book pack, and unlocking simply a matter of tapping the key fob there. The doors unlock and we can grasp this beautiful door handle. It's built right into the side of the car, just above where the ventilation goes into the side blade there to feed the engine with the masses of air it needs to breathe. Lift the door handle like so, and we can inspect this gorgeous cockpit. A very technical environment, very typically German, absolutely beautiful in its execution. You can see it's in gorgeous black leather with black stitch, and that, by the way, is fine Napa leather in this cockpit, an extra cost option which was specified on this particular R8 from the factory. Matched with the carbon Sigma interior pack, so carbon fitments in the doors, centre console and so forth, looking absolutely fabulous. And again, speaking of lightweight and speed. On the door, you can see that we've got the central locking buttons, of course, the door handle itself. Tucked there behind the door handle is the release button for the front trunk and also for the petrol cap. And then we've got the door mirror adjust and the electric windows, of course. Panning around, the tread plate is in good order, and we come to the electric seats, fully electric and heated too, and as I say, in beautiful fine Napa leather. Wonderful to sit in, very comfortable, very soft, and yet very supportive in the ways that you need in a seat in a car capable of doing what this one is. Sitting into the R8, and again, it's just a beautiful piece of design. This cockpit is so well executed. There's no doubt at all that you're in a performance machine, of course. Many hints to that, including the beautiful gated shift, which is just such a gorgeous thing not only to look at, but to work with as well. Changing gear in the R8 is a scintillating experience every time that you do it. Looking around in a little more detail, we've got a CD player, 6 CD player between the seats there. Then a handy little cubby hole here under the armrest, where there was provision for a mobile phone in the past. There is Bluetooth preparation in this car. And I ought to add, by the way, that it's possible to replace the infotainment system with an up-to-date CarPlay and Android system should you wish to do so. Coming back around here, we've got, of course, the manual handbrake, perfect for performance driving. It gives you total control of what's happening with the arresting of the back end of the car. We've got cup holders, naturally, and here cigar lighter and an ashtray, should you require such a thing. Forward from there, and we do come to the shift stick, and we've got, of course, some buttons here just behind it. Suspension, then the rear spoiler, hazard warning lights, and ESP off to turn off the stabilisation program. And the stick itself, gorgeous, knurled aluminium. It feels so good to the hand, and it feels so good as you move it and engage the gears. Forward of that, we've got the climate control section, temperature, fan speed and airflow direction, and the seat heating buttons down there as well, alongside the auto and air conditioning buttons and the timed recirculation button as well. To explore further, we'll start up the V10, so the key is in the slot. The instrument binnacle has come to life and done its little self-test, and I'm going to turn the key and listen to that glorious noise from this 5.2 litre engine. It is so smooth and so emphatic in the fact that it is powerful. The soundtrack truly tells you that you've got some great machinery right behind you here in the cockpit. Back to the centre console, and you can see here that we've got radio, media, telephony buttons, navigation, and then car, and we can also press that button there and see we've got a couple of SD card slots there which appear behind the fascia like so. Across to the steering wheel, and on the left hand side we've got the infotainment multi-mode control, and on the right hand side volume and the speech control button as well. Left hand stalk for the headlamps and indicators, and right hand stalk for the rain sensitive wipers. And then in front of you here, this beautiful instrument binnacle with additional gauges. So we've got water temperature, we've also got oil temperature there, and fuel quantity, of course, and a voltmeter to tell you how the engine's electrics are. I wouldn't have minded an oil pressure gauge as well. I think that's quite important, but Audi haven't provided one of those. They've given us a low oil pressure warning system instead. And then, of course, that beautiful big rev counter and the very large speedometer going right up to 220. And the rev counter, just take a look at that. You can see that it redlines at 8,500. This is a high revving engine. You need to be in that high rev range to have access to the torque. But as long as you do that, it is the most engaging and, I dare say, potentially brutal driving experience. Such a very dynamic machine indeed. And I hope as we've looked round, you've seen that everything is in stunningly brilliant order. There are no blemishes, no marks to catch the eye. The steering wheel, which you might expect to have some wear on it, just hasn't. It's just in utterly brilliant order, as is the rest of this cockpit. And such a pleasure to sit in, and such a performance cockpit feel in this R8 cockpit. It really is. It's a great piece of design reflecting exactly what this car is all about. Okay, luggage in the R8 lives in the front, and we'll take a look there next. So rather like many Porsches, the luggage space in the R8 is in the nose of the car. To unlock it, we just press the button there like so, and it unlocks. Reach in and lift the safety handle, and there you see a sizable space. This is a large volume for a two-seat mid-engine sports car like this. Obviously, you're going to be best packing soft-sided bags, or if you're going touring, I'd strongly recommend getting hold of one of the bespoke luggage sets available for the R8 that makes perfect use of the space in here and also looks brilliant as you're walking up to your hotel reception. Under the floor here, by the way, as you'd expect for a European car, we have some safety equipment all safely stowed away. The towing eye, jack, first aid kit, warning triangle, and so forth are all in there. And you can see again everything in here in fine order, no nasty stains or marks or blemishes, and no unpleasant odours either, I am pleased to report. Okay, we'll close that and come round for a detailed look at the passenger side of the car. And again, you can see the door card is in fabulous condition with that carbon Sigma detail. Panning around, the tread plate, likewise beautiful. And the dashboard, carpet and mat. And this beautiful seat, fully electric again, in that fine Napa leather, in utterly brilliant condition. And by the way, I should mention, as you can probably see from the speaker enclosure there, and there is a badge on the speaker enclosure right in the front there of the windscreen, that this car also has the extra cost Bang & Olufsen sound system, so fabulous stereo to enjoy as you're driving. Right, our final destination is there, under this beautiful glass cover in the engine bay. It is such an intoxicating thing having the power plant on display. As you walk down the driveway to get into the R8 and you see the engine there in its display case, waiting to fire up and deliver amazing performance, 517 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, a top speed of 198 miles per hour, and all the while looking so good there behind the glass. It is true supercar stuff. And I hope you can see everything in the engine bay precisely as it should be. It's all crisp and clean. The service history on this car with Audi main dealers, and it's very recently serviced by Audi just up the road from us in Newbury. It's passed all of our inspections without a hitch, and it is driving absolutely perfectly and waiting to thrill its next keeper. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It has been a great pleasure to show you this beautiful Audi R8. We're sports and touring. We're just outside Andover in Hampshire, open 7 days a week by appointment only. You're very welcome to telephone, email or WhatsApp us if you've got any questions about the car, or if you'd like to see it either in person or by video call. It'll be our pleasure to send you a link to the Google Drive. That's our online folder of higher resolution photographs which you can zoom in on, and PDF copies of important documents. If you've got a car to dispose of on your buying journey, we'll give you frank and honest advice about the best way to achieve the maximum value with the minimum inconvenience. And if you'd like to chat about finance, we can do that as well. We're authorised and regulated by the FCA, and we work with a really brilliant broker. Do please take a few moments to read our reviews in Auto Trader. I'm very proud indeed of the things our previous customers say about us. And I'll close by saying thank you again. Feel free to like and subscribe to us here on YouTube, and we will look forward to hearing from you very soon. Contact details are coming next.